tracing cracks across the floor, right where you stood before you hit the door. I'm picking up the pieces one by one, trying to undo what's already been done. The kitchen clock is ticking like a bomb in a house that's far too quiet, far too calm. I reach for you but touch the empty air, just a lingering sense of you still hanging there. And it's a broken glass lullaby tonight, singing to the shadows in the pale blue light. Every jagged edge tells a story of us, how a diamond heart can turn to dust. Walking on the shards of every word we said, trying to find some sleep in this hollow bed, humming to the rhythm of a love gone wrong. It's just a broken glass lullaby song. There's a frame face down upon the rug, a frozen ghost of a secret hug. I wanna sweep the mess under the stairs and pretend that nobody even cares, but the silence has a way of cutting deep. A promise that I wasn't meant to keep. Now the red is blooming on my fingertips, and your name is dying on my frozen lips. The coffee's cold, the steam has turned to gray, just like the words we both forgot to say. I'm watching shadows stretch across the floor, tracing the space where you don't live anymore. I used to hate the noise, the slamming doors, the way your laughter echoed through the chorus. But now the quiet's heavy, thick and deep. It's a haunting kind of secret I can't keep. Oh, it's the weight of silence in this room, heavy as a stone, cold as a tomb. It's the loudest sound I've ever had to hear, screaming out the fact you are near. I'm gasping for a breath, but every song just feels like static rain, a dull reminder of a sharper pain. The clock on the wall is a hammer on a nail, beating out a rhythm, rhythmic and frail. Every tick is a year, every talk is a mile, between the ghost of us and your fading smile. Oh, it's the weight of silence in this room, heavy as a stone, cold as a tomb. It's the loudest sound I've ever had to hear, screaming out the fact you aren't near. I'm gasping for a breath, but the air is still. I'd give anything for a storm against the sill, just to break the pressure of this empty space. The weight of silence is more than I can face. I finally moved that jacket from the chair, the one you always used to leave right there. I thought I cleaned the ghosts out of the hall, wiped every shadow off the bedroom wall. But then I caught a drift, a sudden breeze that brought me crashing down onto my knees. It's hiding in the curtains and the sheets, a haunting little memory, bittersweet. It's the ghost of you, it's yesterday's perfume, lingering like a fever in every single room. A floral scent of promise that turned to bitter smoke, the scent of every single word we never spoke. I'm breathing in the heartache, I'm choking on the air, searching for a heartbeat that isn't even there. It's a scent that leads to nowhere, a memory in bloom. I'm drowning in the fragrance of yesterday's perfume. I tried to open windows, let it out, but the wind just seems to turn it all about. It's vanilla mixed with rain and summer nights, before we lost the magic and the lights. Funny how a bottle on the shelf can tell a story better than myself. One spray of us is all it takes to break the fragile little progress that I make. It's the ghost of you, it's yesterday's perfume, lingering like a fever in every single room. A floral scent of promise that turned to bitter smoke, the scent of every single word we never spoke. the storm would be the thing to break me down. Tidal wave to sweep me out and let me drown. But the water's only inches deep across the floor, right where you said you didn't love me anymore. There's no crashing surf, no violent rolling sea, just a steady drip of what you used to be to me. I'm lying face down in the hollow of your ghost, dying in the place that I used to love the most. And now I'm drowning in the shallows, sinking in the dust, losing my direction in the wreckage of our trust. You'd think a heart would shatter with the thunder roar, but it's just a quiet leaking in the bottom of my soul. I don't need an ocean to pull me underneath, just the memory of your name behind my teeth. It's a pathetic kind of ending, slow and steady low. Drown him in the shallows where the water doesn't flow. The neighbors think I'm fine, the sun is shining bright. They don't see the puddle in the middle of the night. It's the tears I didn't cry, the pleases left unsaid, gathering like shadows all around my bed. I'm reaching for the surface, but my fingers hit the ground. It's hard to save a person when there's no one else around. The world is moving on, I can hear the city hum, while I'm paralyzed and waiting for the air to come. We planted hope in the garden of a June bright day, back when the colors didn't look so washed and gray. We promised forever in the dirt and the rain, but the soil turned sour with the weight of the strain. Now I'm standing in the yard where the weeds grew tall, watching the kingdom of us start to fall. I tried to water what was already dead, feeding the ghost of the things that you said. Now we're just withered roots in a frozen ground, holding on to nothing that can still be found. The leaves have all fallen, the branches are bare, and there's a winner in the way you're standing there. Ooh, ooh. We grew so deep, but we grew apart. Now the frost is settling inside my heart. You can't bloom twice when the life inch by slow inch, until the grip of the silence began to pinch. Now the earth is cracked and the garden is dry, and I'm just a witness to a slow goodbye. I'm staring at the cable where the signal used to be, between the ghost of you and the hollowed out of me. We used to be a melody, a perfect rising chord, but now I'm just a frequency that everyone ignored. I dial up your number just to hear the clicking line, a desperate way of checking if your heart is still like mine. But there's no voice on the other end. No, honey, I'm home. Just the hum of the electric in this house. I live alone, and I've got a static heartbeat, white noise in my chest, doing the kind of lonely that won't let me get no rest. It's the sound of a connection that flickered and went out, the snow upon the screen of everything we were about. I'm tuned into the nothing, I'm lost between the bends, trying to feel a pulse with these shaking empty hands. Yeah, it's a static heartbeat, a low and steady gray, the sound of all the love that we threw away. The lights in the kitchen have a buzz I never knew. It's the only conversation since the day I lost you. I walk through the rooms like a glitch in the frame, searching for a whisper that still carries your name. But the signal is broken, the antenna is bent. I'm living in the wreckage of the time that we spent, like an old radio in a storm-beaten shack, playing back the memories, but they're never coming back. The thermometer is dropping by the kitchen door, right along with every hope I'm still reaching for. I watch your tail said we needed distance. Well, you got your wish. Now the garden's just a graveyard, cold and silverish. I'm standing by the window where the frost begins to bloom, watching winter claim the corners of our favorite room. And we're buried beneath the snow, miles under the ice, paying for a summer heart at a winter price. Every I love you is frozen in the air, a crystallized memory that isn't going anywhere. I'm digging with my fingernails, trying to find the ground. But the more I search for us, the less there is to be found. Yeah, it's a long cold season and the wind begins to blow. Everything we used to be is buried beneath the snow. There's a footprint in the driveway that the storm forgot to fill, a shallow little reminder of the way you couldn't stay still. I wonder if you're warm now, somewhere far away, or if you carry the same winter that I'm wearing today. The silence has a sparkle, but it's sharp as any knife, cutting through the layers of our once vibrant life. I thought that we were evergreen, I thought we'd never fade, but I'm just a shivering statue in the mess we made. I took the pictures down at 9:30 to see if I could blur the finish line, but the wall has got a memory of its own, lighter squares of paint I've never known. There's a ghost of a smile where your face should be, and a hollow space where you were holding me. The glass is leaning cold against the wall, waiting for a life I can't recall. No, I'm just staring at the empty frames, without the faces, without the names. Just a border made of wood and dusty glass, watching all the shadows as they pass. I've got a gallery of everything we lost, a high definition view of what it cost to try and capture lightning in a cage. Now there's nothing left upon the page but empty frames. The outlines on the wallpaper are deep, like secrets that the house was meant to keep. I tried to put some scenery in there place, a mountain peak to hide your missing face. But the ocean doesn't fit the way you did, and the forest can't contain the way we hid. So I leave the rectangles of faded blue to represent the vacancy of you. The station clock is shivering on the wall. I'm leaning on a suitcase in the hall. The steam is rising off the midnight tracks. A one-way ticket, never looking back. I checked my phone for one last don't you go, but the screen is dark and the wind begins to blow. I've got your sweater folded in the dark, beside a heart that's lost its only spark. I'm taking the last train out of this town, watching all our bridges burning down. The whistle screaming like a broken plea for everything that you and I could be. I'm staring through the glass at the fading lights of all our golden days and silver nights. It's a heavy iron rhythm in my soul on the last train out, losing all control. The conductor's calling out for all aboard, but I'm still waiting for a single word, just to stay with me. Well, baby, I was wrong to stop the movement of this iron song, but the doors are sliding shut with a heavy sound, and I'm no longer standing on your ground. The platform's shrinking to a tiny line, the point where yours is no longer mine. I'm taking the last train out of this town, watching all our bridges burning down. The whistle screaming like a broken plea for everything that you and I could be. I'm staring through the glass at the fading lights of all our golden days and silver nights. It's a heavy iron rhythm in my soul on the last train out, losing all control. I'm standing in the doorway of the light watching dust motes dancing in the cold and quiet air. You've got your boxes labeled, I've got my keys in hand, building castles in the air that turn to sinking sand. There's a ghost of a kiss still lingering on my cheek, while the floorboards under us begin to groan and creak. I wanna beg you stay, I wanna let you go, but there's a strange kind of beauty in the ending of the show, and it's a bittersweet goodbye, like honey on a blade, watching all the colors of our summer start to fade. It's the sugar in the salt, it's the nectar in the sting, the heavy hollow ringing of a fallen wedding ring. I'm smiling through the tears because I loved you for a while, even if we're ending in a lonely, broken style. It's a graceful kind of folding, a soft and silver line. Nothing hurts as pretty as a bittersweet goodbye. We're talking about the weather like we're strangers at a bus, anything to avoid the giant shadow of us. I remember how the sunrise used to taste like cherry wine back when I was certain that your heart was tied to mine. Now it tastes like copper and the coming of the rain, a masterpiece of pleasure that's been painted over pain. You look so beautiful with the sunlight in your hair. It's the hardest thing to witness when you're no longer there. I'm pulling at the thread on the sleeve of your old coat, the one you left behind with a hollow scribbled note. We were a tapestry woven tight in gold, but the fabric's getting thin and the story's getting old. It started with a whisper, a tiny little tear. Now the seams are coming loose from the weight of every year. I'm trying to hold the hand, trying to keep it straight, but the needle's gone blunt from the pressure of the fate, and we're just frayed ends on a worn out string, losing our grip on every single thing. The knot we tied together is slipping through jagged edges of a tired heart. No matter how I slow it, the damage always sends us back to the silence of these frayed ends. The edges of the photos are starting to curl and brown, just like the way my spirit's starting to settle down. We used to be a cable strong enough to pull, but the spool is running empty and the air is getting full. Full of all the almost and the should have been. Watching where the oxygen is finally getting in. You're drifting to the left, I'm leaning to the right. Two loose fibers dancing in the middle of the night. And we're just frayed and a worn out string, losing our grip on every single thing. The knot we tied together is slipping through my hands like a house of cards falling on the desert sand. It's unraveling slow, it's coming apart. The messy, jagged edges of a tired heart. No matter how I soul it, the damage always sends us back to the silence of these frayed ends. I'm sitting at the table where we used to talk for hours. Now I'm just a stranger watering plastic flowers. I keep my posture steady and I keep my coffee black, acting like I'm fine with the fact you aren't back. But if you looked a little closer at the way I hold my breath, you'd see a quiet war, a slow and steady death. I'm a master of the mask, a genius of the grin, while the walls are closing in on the hollow deep within. And it's a world of silent screams inside my head tonight, tearing through the darkness, begging for the light. But my lips are locked tight and my eyes are staying dry, while 1,000 different voices are asking why, oh why. It's a riot in the static, a thunder in the bone, the loudest kind of agony I've ever had to own. No one hears the wreckage, no one sees the beams falling down around me in these silent screams. I saw you at the market, I even managed a hello. I didn't let the shaking or the desperation The mercury is falling like the hope inside my chest. I'm shivering in the sweater that you like the best. I watched your breath turn into mist and drift away, a final ghost of everything we couldn't say. The gardens turn to iron and the sky is made of lead. I'm sleeping on the side of our double frozen bed. I try to strike a match, but the wood is damp and old, and even in the fire I'm shivering from the cold. And I'm caught in winter's grip, miles below the zero, trying to find the heart of a fallen, frozen hero. The ice is moving inward, it's settling in my veins, crystallizing memories and freezing all the pains. I'm a statue in the hallway, a shadow on the glass, waiting for a season that I know will never pass. Yeah, my heart is turning white, I'm losing every bit, falling further down into winter's grip. The pipes are humming mournful tunes against the wall, while the snow begins to bury every memory of the fall. I remember how your touch used to feel like July sun, before the bitter north wind told us we were done. Now the windows are all frosted with the patterns of regret, a jagged silver map of the things I can't forget. I'm reaching for the thermostat to turn the spirit up, but I'm just drinking shadows from an empty, icy cup. And I'm caught in winter's grip, miles below the zero, trying to find the heart of a fallen, frozen hero. The ice is moving inward, it's settling in my veins, crystallizing memories and freezing all the pains. I'm a statue in the hallway, a shadow on the glass, waiting for a season that I know will never pass. Yeah, my heart is turning white, I'm losing every bit, falling further down into winter's grip. I'm standing on the corner of Fifth and Main, watching all the faces dissolving in the rain. The city's moving fast, a neon colored blur, but but I'm just a shadow of the man I used to be with her. I see couples holding hands, stepping off the curb, while I'm choking on the silence of every unspoken word. I could scream your name until my lungs give out, but the roar of the engines would drown the secret out. And I'm lost in the crowd, a ghost in the machine, searching for a flicker of a life that's in between. Thousands of heartbeats, but I can't feel. It's a different kind of empty being this much alone. I'm a face in the window, a blur on the street, walking to the rhythm of a steady, cold defeat. Yeah, the world is so loud and the sky is so gray. I'm just losing myself in the crowd today. I thought I saw your coat, that shade of forest green, darting through the subway like a movie I had seen. I ran until I caught a glimpse, but it was someone else, just another stranger hiding secrets for themselves. The lights are turning red, the sirens start to wave. I'm a tiny little boat without a single sail. I used to be an anchor, I used to have a home. Now I'm just a static signal on a cellular phone. I'm standing in the kitchen, staring at the floor. There's a hairline fracture running to the door. It started as a secret, a little bit of grit. Now the earth is moving and I'm losing it. We built this on a promise, we built it on a dream, but the wood is warping at every single seam. I tried to patch the plaster, I tried to paint the wall, but you can't fix the bottom when the whole thing's bound. I'm dissecting every minute of the day you walked away, looking for the symptoms and the things we didn't say. I've got the maps laid out across the kitchen wood, trying to find the almost and the should have stood. There's a pressure in the temples, a static in the soul, a jagged little canyon where I used to be whole. I'm studying the science of a love that's gone cold and the bitter medicine of doing what I'm told. And it's the anatomy of grief, a chart of every scar, mapping out the distance to exactly where you are. It's a ghost in the muscle, it's a phantom in the bone, the heavy hollow weight of being left alone. I'm tracing every nerve that used to spark at your touch. Now they're just broken wires that hurt way too much. Yeah, I'm learning how it breaks, I'm seeing how it ends. The anatomy of grief is all that's left, my friend. The lungs are getting heavy, like they're filling up with rain, while the heart is just a muscle that's forgotten how to train. It beats a shallow rhythm, a tired muffled drum, waiting for the feeling or the mercy to be known. I've looked at all the x-rays of the life we used to lead, but you can't see a shadow or the way a spirit bleeds. It's a microscopic fracture, a tiny hidden tear that turned into a vacuum when you weren't there. I'm sitting on the edge of the velvet chair, trying not to move, trying not to care. But I'm made of white clay and a thin, clear glaze, brittle from the heat of our final days. You spoke too loud and the kitchen shook. I saw the first crack in the way you looked. I'm a delicate thing in a heavy-handed world, watching as my They don't soak the pillow, they don't wash away. They just shatter on the floor in a cold and silver spray. I'm a hollow little statue, painted with a lie. Afraid to let you touch me, afraid to even cry. Because once the surface breaks, there's no way to appear anything but ruined by these porcelain tears. You used to keep me high on a mantelpiece before the golden days began to cease. Now I'm tucked in a box with a bubble wrap, trying to survive the widening gap. One slip of the tongue, one reach of the hand, and I'm just a million grains of sand. You can try to glue the jagged bits back in place, but you'll always see the lines across my face. And these are porcelain tears falling on the tile, breaking into pieces every time I try to smile. They don't soak the pillow, they don't wash away. They just shatter on the floor in a cold and silver spray. I'm a hollow little statue, painted with a lie. Afraid to let you touch me, afraid to even cry. Because once the surface breaks, there's no way to appear anything but ruined by these porcelain tears. The street lamps flickering outside the pane, painting the shadows with a wash of rain. I'm sitting in the kitchen, 4 a.m., thinking about the us that used to be then. The whiskey's gone warm and the record's got a skip. Just like the way your name is dying on my lip. I try to find a candle, try to find a spark, but I'm but the colors are bleeding, the edges are curled like a slow motion map of a broken down world. And we're just faded photographs, losing all our light, turning into ghosts in the middle of the night. The sunshine's gone yellow, the blues turn to gray, watching the memory of your smile wash away. I'm holding on to paper, I'm reaching for a blur, trying to find the girl that you used to be with her. We're disappearing slowly, right before my eyes, just another set of faded photographs and lies. There's one of us at the pier back in 29, before the salt air started eating at the line. You're laughing at something I whispered in your ear, but the sound is a static I can no longer hear. The more that I stare, the more you dissolve, a puzzle of a person I can no longer solve. The chemicals are failing, the silver's gone thin. Where does the image end and the emptiness begin? The closet's got an island where your coats used to hang, a hollow kind of silence where the laughter once rang. I'm making two plates out of habit and pride, then scraping the half of my heart to the side. The bed is a desert, a vast open plain, and the good morning whisper is lost in the rain. I've memorized the cracks in the ceiling above, in this house that's too big for a one-sided love. And it's the absence of you, it's the weight of the air, the heavy cold ghost that I find everywhere. It's the dent in the pillow, the gap in the door, the shadow of someone who isn't here anymore. I'm reaching for nothing, I'm calling your name to a room that's forgotten. The spark of our flame, it's a loud ringing vacuum, a hollowed out blue. I'm just a witness to the absence of you. The grocery list is shorter, the coffee's too strong, every radio station is playing our song, but the melody's broken, the lyrics are thin, like a house with no windows to let the light in. I saw a reflection in the shop down the street. For a second I And it's the absence of you, it's the way